Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, February the 16th, and it is Shrove Tuesday. It is our usual time for our daily reflection that is being offered in our regional ministry and has been for many, many months now. I know you're used to seeing Doug or Becky on a Tuesday, but as this is Shrove Tuesday and the day before we begin our Lenten journey together, tomorrow, which will be Ash Wednesday, I thought I would just offer up sort of a brief reflection on our time ahead. Today, of course, we would normally be gathering and preparing for pancake supper together. And this year, of course, like this many past months, we will be doing this particular activity from our own homes. So I offer you my prayers as you gather around your family tables this year to enjoy a pancake supper or lunch or whatever other meal it is that you would have on the eve of our Lenten journey. Our daily reflections will look a little bit different during Lent. Monday through Friday we will be offering a 9 o'clock offering, but it will be for the period of Lent a time of storytelling. I have a beautiful book here called A Bright Evening Star. It was written by Madeleine L'Engle, and we have gained permission from Madeleine's family and from the publishing company to read this book aloud. And so each day, Monday to Friday, I will be reading this book to you. It is a beautiful, beautiful book written by a spiritual director and author who has touched thousands upon thousands of hearts. I'll simply read the back cover to you as a little bit of a teaser. This reading will begin on Thursday, the day after Ash Wednesday. Was there a moment known only to God when all the stars held their breath? When the galaxies paused in their dance for a fraction of a second, and the Word, who had called it all into being, went with all his love into the womb of a young girl, and the universe started to breathe again, and the ancient harmonies resumed their song, and the angels clapped their hands for joy. A sky full of God's children, each galaxy, each star, each living creature, each particle and subatomic particle of creation, we are all children of the Maker. From a subatomic particle with the lifespan of a few seconds to a galaxy within a lifespan of billions of years, to us human creatures somewhere in the middle in size and age, made in God's image, male and female, we are, as Christ promised us, God's children by adoption and grace. I invite you to tune in each morning at 9 a.m. to hear this story being read. Our hope is that it is a time of quiet contemplation for you that opens up space for reflection in this season of Lent. A Lent of preparation, a season of preparation, a season of prayer, a season of reflection. Lent, of course, means spring season, and in the church it means a 40-day period of preparing ourselves for the joy of the Easter resurrection. It is a time that some have seen as somber and a dirge, but I invite you to see your time in Lent as a movement from a place of quiet sorrow to a place of ever light and brightness as we move forward towards that glorious day of resurrection. There will be a number of resources available to you that we will list for you in our mail-outs that we will be posting on Facebook and onto the website. There are resources for families. There are resources for Thursday sermon series offered by our bishops. there are resources for quiet contemplation and reflection. And but what I will do today is begin with a simple prayer taken from Gorillas of Grace, one of my favorite books of prayer and poem, by Ted Lauder. It is called Catch Me in My Scurrying. Catch me in my anxious scurrying, Lord, and hold me in this Lenten season. Hold my feet to the fire of your grace, and make me attentive to my mortality, that I may begin to die now to those things that keep me from living with you and with my neighbors on this earth, to grudges and indifferences, to certainties that smother the possibilities, to my fascination with false securities, to my addiction to sweatless dreams, to my arrogant insistence on how it has to be, to my corrosive fear of dying someday, which eats away the wonder of living this day and the adventure of losing my life in order to find it in you. Catch me in my aimless scurrying, Lord, and hold me in this Lenten season. Hold my heart to the beat of your grace, and create in me a resting place, a kneeling place, a tiptoe place, where I can recover from the disease of my grandiosities, which fill my mind and calendar with busy self-importance, that I may become vulnerable enough to dare intimacy with the familiar, to listen cup-eared for your summons, and to watch squint-eyed for your crooked finger in the crying of a child, in the hunger of a street person, in the fear of the contagions of terrorism in all peoples, in the rage of those oppressed because of sex or race, in the smouldering resentments of exploited third world nations, in the sully apathy of the poor and ghetto-strangled people, in my lonely doubt and limping ambivalence. And somehow during this season of sacrifice, enable me to sacrifice time and possessions and securities, to do something about what I see, something to turn the water of my words into the wine of will and risk, into the bread of blood and blisters, into the blessedness of deed, of a cross picked up, a Saviour followed. Catch me in my mindless scurrying, Lord, and hold me in this Lenten season. Hold my spirit to the beacon of your grace, and grant me light enough to walk boldly, to feel passionately, to love aggressively. Grant me peace enough to want more, to work for more, and to submit to nothing less, and to fear only you, only you. Bequeath me not becalmed seas, slack sails, and premature benedictions, but breathe into me a torment, storm enough to make within myself and from myself something new, something saving, something true, a gladness of heart, a pitch for a song in the storm, a word of praise lived, a gratitude shared, a cross dared, a joy received. May your day be blessed. May your pancakes be fluffy and your maple syrup sweet. And may you find a blessed Lenten journey in the days ahead. Please walk with us as we as a community gather, offer praise, offer lament, offer ourselves up to the one who promised to be with us forever, and whose hope we tie ourselves, our lives, and our salvation to. Blessings on your day. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye now.